Maybe. I don't even know why I move him up. Does it do anything? No. Why do you do it? Habit. I got tactics, might as well use it. Fireball. Fireball right back. Edging a little too close to the negative there. Fairy dragons, calm down. Calm down. Hopefully they join me. I don't have my hopes up very high, but hopefully they join me. Yes, there are stat bonuses over here. I should have taken experience. I'm a dummy. Speaking of experience, oh hey, I can actually just go explore the seas. Is there a point? I don't know. Is there? Sure don't look like it. Like a bunch of resources, and that's about it. Yeah, pretty much. By the way, there are 3, I think, more dwellings on the other island. And that's this map, really. It's not a very big map, admittedly. It's okay, though. Spell power. Yay. I challenged Aspen to a chess match last night, and I came closer to winning than ever before. I thought about Velita's words the entire time, but then my impatience got the better of me. I attacked when I thought I could win, and found Aspen ready for me. Checkmate, Aspen said, leaning back in a chair. That was some game time. You almost had me there. Next time, I said, standing. I had to go thank Velita for her advice. It's like she's good at something, suddenly. Oh, come on. But I have fairy dragons with me. I'm a good guy. Well then, they're kind of stupid, what can I say? I just don't want them shooting. Oh, no. It's a bit dangerous. Don't do that. I mean, they might kill themselves. That would be rather disappointing. Oh. Well, I could get more sharpshooters. Somewhat. Honestly, this is a good occasion to just finish leveling up, because I didn't get that one either. Experience, because she's really behind. This is how you get to the other island, I see. She's not going there, though. She's not going there either. Well, yeah, actually she is. I just need to remember to move Clancy first, next. Thank God for sharpshooters, because otherwise this guy would not be as strong as he is. Move in first. Go over here. I did a mistake. Clancy should have gone to this side first. There's only one spell power though. Because then he's going to transition into just recruiting from the dwellings we've already flagged. And those are on the island he was actually on the side of. So, not visited, but I'm pretty sure I'm max level. Give me a second. Max level is, oh, 32. Well, never mind. Enjoy. Power overwhelming. I was not doing, I was tempted to say unlimited power, but no. I refrained. I went for something else. There was no experience up there, no. So I guess the answer to is there a point that I was asking earlier. Is there a point to the water? Is maybe you can find experience? Can you? Actually, I'm not sure. It'd have to be creatures or... Because the chests don't actually give you experience in this particular case. They function a little differently than normal chests. Oops. Well, at least get the experience. Alright. The nice part about this whole thing... when I cough too hard, I get a headache. It's really annoying. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I got completely distracted by my headache. The nice thing about this objective is I can finish it whenever I want, because I'm in control of when I recruit stuff. The tree's part to reveal... Excuse me, I had a sneeze. Trees part to reveal an open field in which flit thousands of monarch butterflies. You stop at the butterfly as the butterflies dance around excitedly, merging into a dark gold cloud that becomes a fairy dragon. A single one? It's a bit underwhelming. I've been attacked by 6 before. I guess this was supposed to be the first island I get to. I don't know. But, oh, hey, I forgot to do that. Well, I guess I get to spend a slightly more expensive resurrection spell. Fairy dragons are being useless so far, by the way. I'd like to point that out, because they have been, and I don't like them. Thank you for your attention. We are almost done, by the way. I don't think I'll have quite all this. Did you kill something? No, you didn't. Good. Yeah, better not. Lightning's a good spell to use. You should do that more often. Useless. So I have 5 here. I wonder if they all have to be in the same stack. I think I asked that question before. I don't have gems. Cool. That's not a problem I've ever had before. What a curious thing. Do I have marketplaces everywhere? Yes. Yes. It's costing... oh, it's costing too much. As far as I'm concerned... not crystal. As far as I'm concerned, it's costing way too much. There we go. And even like a bunch of money, because... well, that's a bit too much money, but whatever. I make money faster than I make gems. That's an understatement. There we go. Well, I can only buy 2 right now with my money, but I can't even make it to the next one anyway. So there's 2 here, and sure, there's 5 here. There's gonna be 3 in the other one, so 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna be missing 2. And then if I have to unite them, it should be pretty easy because he has stone portals, so I just have to get the other one somewhere. Clancy somewhere, and then he's just gonna teleport to him. That'll be that. I doubt... oh wait, I mispositioned. And you can't cast on the side like this, stupid. Whatever. I hate fairy dragons so much. I mean, I guess the rust dragons could have handled the friendly fire, but I'd rather just not. Oh look, I remembered to not move pointlessly in the tactics phase. Really? That's new. Oh, and of course you use lightning. I was expecting you to not kill it, like the useless bug that you usually are. Let's just wait now, I guess. Oh, hold on, Velita. Velita still has some stat bonuses to get. Instead of playing chess with Aspen again, I summoned Velita to my tent. I pointed to the board and said, care for a game? Sure, she said, sitting. Later, when there were far fewer pieces on the board, she looked up from her most recent move and asked, what did you do, Tarnum? What are you ashamed about? I had promised to tell her, but could I... I had promised to tell her, but could I really explain where I came from, and why I, a human, was immortal? To put it simply, I killed many people. I believed I was right, and that anything I did in the name of my goal was right as well. Innocents died? More than I care to think about, including one of my own sisters. Your sister? How do you live with yourself? I don't think Velita meant for her question to sound so harsh, but her words still bit deep into my soul. I have hope that someday I can make things right again. Velita sat in silence for some time, and then she stood and placed a comforting hand on my shoulder. I realized that not only do I understand her pain, but now there was someone who understood mine. It felt good, and I didn't want her to take that hand away. But she did. She dropped it slowly to her side and left the tent without another word. I looked down at the chessboard. Only then did I notice Velita had me in checkmate. Poor lost soul. Does he fall in love with Velita? Is that the beginning of the love story? You know, because the writer's reward had some action have happened. Or something. I don't know. Whatever, I'm not complaining. They do whatever they want with their story. For all I care, you're fine. Go get the dragon. And now we wait. Yay. For next week, because I recruited all the dragons I could. Okay, well, you're done too. Good job, Velita. Future waifu. Maybe, I don't know. Do you think Tano? Oh, Aspen's not gonna be happy. Aspen entered the camp this morning with a battered harpy held by a pair of his scouts. You wanted proof, Aspen said. Here it is. I looked at the harpy, then back to Aspen. The elf held up a rolled piece of parchment. We found this on the harpy. What does it say? I don't know yet. It's in some kind of odd code, but codes are like puzzles to me, and I'm the best solving puzzles in all of Avlee. And Aspen turned to the harpy and slapped her hard across the face. Tell him what you told me, the harpy said. I pick up the note is all I do. I fly in at night, pick up the note from an arrow on the top of the tree, and take it back to my master. That's all I do. I carry things. And the arrow. What did it look like? An elven arrow with black and green feathers. I clenched my fist because I immediately knew what those colors meant. Those were the colors Velita used on her arrows. Ah, is she really the only one that knows that? Like, does she have a trademark on it? I glared at the scouts and said, Take the harpy to my tent. I will interrogate her myself. And then to Aspen I said, Break the code. I want to know what's in the note. If it's something confidential, you know, like confidences, well, it should be pretty simple. I kind of want to know, okay? Like, I can recruit 2 dragons in a heartbeat. I want to know the story. Perhaps talking to Kerban wasn't the wisest move, considering how close he was to Velita, but he was the only other person I knew who didn't believe that Velita was a spy. Does anyone else use black and green fledging on their arrows? Asked the dwarf. No, all the bowmen use green upon orders from the Elf King. Only commanders are allowed their own colors. Then Kerban realized what colors I was asking about. This is about Velita, isn't it? What's wrong? Aspen thinks he's finally uncovered his spy. I left knowing already that I had said too much. If Velita was the spy, she would soon find out that Aspen was close to proving it, but I didn't care. When I got back to my turn, however, I noticed the chessboard sitting on my strategy table. I had scheduled a game with Aspen, but I didn't feel much like playing anymore. Then I got to thinking about the strategies I had been using, about the one Velita had been teaching me, and even about some of the ones I've learned from Aspen. And then I realized that I hadn't been considering all the pieces in this spy game I have been dragged into. Ah, the plot thickens. What I'd like to say is, well, you know whose arrows they're using, you don't know who's shooting the arrows. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's continue the story. It's interesting. I want the story. I was sitting alone in my tent when Velita entered. You wanted to talk? Yes, I said, holding up 2 sheets of parchment. Do you know what these are? Velita shook her head. One is a note detailing the strengths and weaknesses of my army. It's coded, unreadable, and, according to Aspen, very difficult to break. And the other paper? A translation completed this morning by Aspen, although no one knows yet that he has broken the code. I stood up and approached Velita, handing her the notes. She looked at them briefly and back to me. Huh. I could tell by her expression that she already knew suspicion had been cast her way. Well, obviously. But I leaned forward and placed my lips on hers, finding them thin but extremely soft and warm. She didn't pull away, as the part of me that didn't want to be hurt had hoped. Instead, she kissed me back and placed a hand on my hip. Do you think I am the spy? No, I wouldn't guess a spy. I think I've been watching the queen while my enemy sneaks his bishop in for the checkmate. I think I've been watching the queen... What? Velita asked, but I didn't want to explain right now. I kissed her again. Aha! You think Aspen's the spy? Maybe. Well, he is a master spy. Aspen rode into camp with his hand held high. Another note. As I came up next to him, the elf said, "Here's proof you can't deny." I took the letter. It was in code, but Aspen had already made notes in the margin. I read them quickly. "This isn't from the spy?" I said. "No, it's to the spy," Aspen said, with a big gloating grin. He looked directly at Velita, who was standing next to me. Many of the other soldiers were regathering around us. "You've translated it so quickly." "Yes, I know the code by heart. Matari will have no more secrets." "And who's the spy?" "It's..." The arrow nicked my shoulder on its way into Aspen's chest. The elf's face suddenly went as white as snow. His knees buckled, but Velita caught him before he hit the ground. I turned, shouting orders for the assassin to be found. Then I looked back to Velita. There were tears on her cheek. "I can't believe it's really him. You were right." Yeah, I figured it was Aspen. The one thing you have to think about is the night Aspen comes to Tarnum saying, "Hey, I found a report of the spy." If it was Velita, the report would have been about Tarnum's past. But it wasn't. So it's not Velita. At least I don't think it is. I approached the dirty soldier, knowing immediately that he had bad news. "He got away, sir. Slipped into a tunnel and we lost him." Kerbon. I like the dwarf a lot. Really, Kerbon? But as master of supplies, he was privy to every move I made, as well as the movements of the Elf King's troops as well. Where the supplies went, so did the troops. Sometimes he knew what was going on before I did. And Kerbon was the one who gave Alita the black and green feathers for her arrows. He was also, I later learned, the one who taught her how to shoot, so he was an expert marksman, capable of firing message arrow into any branch he wished. Oh, it's not Aspen. But it's not Velita either. My point still stands, it can't be Velita. Thanks to Velita, Kerbon learned what no one else in camp knew, that Aspen had broken Matari's code. In the elf's usual arrogance, he kept the secret to himself, so Kerbon had to kill Aspen before he fled camp in order to protect his master's secrets. And now Kerbon was gone, and Aspen was near death. Do we get a conclusion? No! Wait. To not get a conclusion, I need to recruit dragons. There we go. Conclusion next time? I don't know. Ha! We'll see what story the game gives us next time. I've seen enough. So the spy was Kerbon. Kinda surprising. It's surprising insofar as he defended the likely, he was framing Velita, but then he was defending her, which is kind of weird. I don't know. It's just weird. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today, is it? How long was it? Oh my god, it's longer than I want an episode to be. I guess it's 2 episodes now? Ugh. But that's 2 short episodes. Maybe I should have kept going for more story? I don't know. Whoops. Well, sorry for 2 short episodes. Next time, map number 7, I think. Until then, see y'all.